On the other side, the question we are asking today, is giving pride of place to India's national emblem counted as blasphemy? The national emblem is an adaptation of the lion capital of Ashoka at Sarnath. It stands out as one of the strongest symbols of pride and honor for the entire country. Even the tricolor features the Ashoka Chakra, also found on numerous Ashoka pillar monuments, making it one of the most precious Indian symbols. In Kashmir's Hazratbal shrine, this symbol of national pride was desecrated. Why? Because it featured on a plaque which, according to the likes of Mehbooba Mufti, amounts to blasphemy in Islam. PDP chief even defended the vandals, calling them hurt souls. Echoing the same, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah demanded an apology for those responsible for hurting these religious sentiments. So if hurting sentiments is now the criteria, let's show you what happened in Karnataka's Mandya, where stones were pelted at a Ganesh procession. Now, State Minister Chaluvaraya Swamy has hinted at a conspiracy, saying lights of the nearby mosque were turned off when the stone pelting took place, and yet Karnataka's Home Minister casually calls it one of the small incidents that keep happening every now and then. Where are the bleeding hearts for this now? BJP sees a pattern of appeasement by the Congress government, citing multiple examples. In the Dharamsthala case, the BJP has alleged that the bid to malign the temple town as claimed as mass burial have been found to be untrue. All this just for appeasement? That is the question. And not just that. In the Dasara festival, the inauguration by Banu Mushtaq in the Mysuru Dasara festival is also being questioned, simply because a Hindu festival being actually inaugurated by Banu Mushtaq, somebody who has great problems with the religion itself. What is all this? No bleeding hearts in this case? That's the question we're asking tonight. Going straight across to the debate, and with me on the show, Shehzad Poonawala, Anand Ranganathan, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, Professor Anwar Pasha and Vivek Srivastava. I want to ask you, Vivek Srivastava, is this appeasement? National emblem being attacked on the one side on the grounds that it hurts religious sentiments, but in Mandya, a Ganesh festival Visarjan pelted by stones, that doesn't hurt any religious sentiment?
No. See, firstly, national emblem cannot be just anywhere and everywhere. There was an athlete and he won the Asian Games and he took the tricolor and he roamed around the whole stadium. And for that he was punished legally. And then in 2005 you had an amendment. So where you use the national emblem is very clearly defined. You cannot use it on religious places. That is one part. Yes, he broke it in a very ugly way, that man who was doing it. That should be condemned. But the best part is, my dear friend Shehzad Poonawala is a learned man and a good man from the legal background. He knows it very clearly. 2005 का amendment आप पढ़िए शहजाद, और दूसरी बात आप ये भी पढ़िए एक बार कि वक्फ बोर्ड के उस प्लेग के साथ क्या था, national emblem था. In every debate time and again there was an allegation from the side of the BJP कि मुसलमानों की बॉडी है, लैंड लेती है, लैंड ग्रैबिंग है, लैंड माफिया है. But now that emblem proves that it is being regulated by the government of India indirectly, and in the tribunal there are sitting judges of the Delhi High Court. So that is also one thing that needs to be talked of. Everybody lambasted me and they said that the Waqf Amendment bill is right. It was wrong. So they are both these points. So
my friend, there was a hoarding at Hazratbal shrine between 2017 and 22. And that had the national emblem. It wasn't a problem then, it's a problem today, Shehzad Poonawala.
I hope that Mr. Vivek Srivastava will show the same courtesy to me and will allow me to answer. The question is not about where the national emblem can be, the question is whether you can desecrate it no matter where it is. Secondly, are you allowed to take the rule of law into your hands? Thirdly, very strange, Navika, 40 crores was sanctioned by the Prasad scheme. Don't mistake it for Prasad of Hindus, otherwise you'll start revolting. प्रसाद स्कीम वॉज गिवन फॉर दी हजरतबल श्राइन. पैसा तो लेना है काफिरों का, पर ये नेशनल एम्बलम सैंक्टम सैंक्टोरम के बाहर नहीं आ सकता. गजब की बात है. तो वहां पे तो एक और सिंबल भी था Usko kyun nahi nikala? In Islam, all symbols are considered to be not allowed in the place. Then you should have desecrated the other symbol also. Forget that also. Ye no-go zone for the national emblem. One second, sir, please don't interrupt. No-go zone. See, no-go zone for Hindus outside Mandya, outside a mosque. No-go zone for tricolor 370 क्यों हटाया? No-go zone for constitution 370 क्यों हटाया? No-go zone for अब national emblem हो चुका, फिर no-go zone for भारत माता, no-go zone for वंदे मातरम. ये no-go zone हटेगा कहाँ पर? Last point, Vivek ji, last point. I did not interrupt. 10 seconds more. Now the principal question that the Islamists have raised, they have said that this national emblem Ashoka, which is Samrat Ashok and Bihar ka culture and India's culture, it has many non-Islamic things in it. So then in Gyanvapi Mosque, there is swastik, there is Trishul, there is Kamal. Why you are claiming Gyanvapi Mosque?
Professor
Immediately leave Gyanvapi Mosque tonight.
Professor Anwar Pasha, please respond.
Navika ji, our leader has already disapproved it. Whosoever is culprit of defacing that emblem, national emblem, we do not allow it, we do not approve it. And we demand, our leader has demanded action against the people who have been involved in this.
Supported, Tariq Arman supported.
I think this is also a fact that inside a mosque, such emblem should not be placed.
It was inside.
And this was placed.
It was not inside.
With an aim to create trouble there. They know this Daraksha Indrabi, she is a BJP leader. She did it with the intention to create problem in Kashmir, in Srinagar, because she knows and she has this in the mind of her, she has this idea that this trouble will allow the central government to continue the governor rule there in the state and remain this state, to keep this state a union territory.
That's a convoluted conspiracy theory.
Most important point. Today I want to applaud Pasha ji. मैं पाशा जी को अपलॉड करना चाहता हूँ केवल 10 सेकंड. आनंद जी के 10 सेकंड लेकर मैं अपलॉड करना चाहता हूँ. सर 10 सेकंड. सर 10 सेकंड. केवल 10 सेकंड. सर प्लीज यू कीप रिपीटिंग. सर 10 सेकंड. 10 सेकंड. पाशा जी, अगर ये नेशनल एम्ब्लेम is not allowed inside the mosque, हालांकि inside नहीं था, then say ज्ञानवापी पे जो है कमल, त्रिशूल, स्वस्तिक, हम उसको रिजेक्ट करते हैं, हम ये मॉस्क छोड़ रहे हैं.
Only religious symbols.
The problem is he doesn't understand or now, he doesn't debate at all.
Professor Anwar Pasha ji, number one, there was the Ashoka emblem, the national emblem was there in the outskirts of the shrine even earlier. It is there outside even today. What has changed, Ashwini Kumar Mishra? What has changed? And if nothing has changed, is it just appeasement? In Mandya, you will pelt and you cannot provide security to people doing Ganesh Visarjan, and you call yourself seculars?
And people have reacted against it. But whatever has happened...
Navika ji, religion is an individual matter, whereas emblem is of a nation's pride. It represents our rights, it represents our duty towards nation, and I totally agree with everyone that we should not be insulted at all. And whoever has done that should be punished. We don't support that. Our nation comes first. However, I want to ask my dear friend Shahjad to get his mental balance checked, because he has to bring in everything on the communal lines. He has to talk about Hindu, Muslim in everything we speak about, because that is the only way he gets votes. He doesn't get votes on the. He doesn't get the votes on the development. He doesn't get the votes on the policies they have created. So why do we have?
I don't know whether you ever compare what you say 1 minute and what you said 10 minutes ago. Anand Ranganathan, 10 minutes ago, the personal religious issues of the Prime Minister had become the business of Ashwini Kumar Mishra and the Congress party. But today, the plaque has become a religious matter, personal religious matter of the Congress party. And secondly, Banu Mushtaq inaugurating the Dasara festival, that is secularism. And, Ganesha Visarjan being pelted with stones, that is secularism. But being completely intolerant to the national emblem is their right. They are right in that. They are communal. The BJP sitting here, they are communal. Is there any logic?
any logic, Navika, but I must be thankful to my good friend Ashwini ji because of him, India doesn't feel the absence of Rahul Gandhi. वो भले अपना इंटेलेक्ट अभी डिस्प्ले नहीं कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उनकी जगह अश्विनी जी ने ले ली और वो बोल रहे हैं, तो बोल राहुल गांधी जी के हैं, शब्द राहुल गांधी जी के हैं, बोल अश्विनी जी के हैं. लेट मी कम टू दिस टॉपिक. The national emblem represents India, doesn't represent a god. It represents an ideal. It doesn't represent an idol. And yet it was smashed and destroyed and desecrated. It wasn't just protested over and said, please remove the plaque. The emblem was smashed. This is how Bamiyan Buddhas were smashed. This is the reason why the hypocrisy is so telling, because if you say idols or their symbols are not allowed inside mosque, even though that was not an idol, look at the idols, Hindu gods and goddesses. These are idols of Lord Narasimha, of Durga Mata, of Ganesh ji, inside the Quwwatul Islam mosque in Delhi. Yes. What are they doing inside the mosque? Yes.
Well,
there people have
Professor Anwar Pasha, you have a response to that? Do you think the Gyanvapi mosque should also be given up, because there is Trishul, there are swastik marks, in the Delhi mosque there are all of these Indian deities? यहाँ नहीं आपको फर्क पड़ रहा. फर्क पड़ रहा है national emblem से in the Hazratbal shrine. You know, the hypocrisy and this complete farce of secularism that is played on India really needs to be revisited. If the Ganesh Visarjan in Mandya cannot be protected by the government in Karnataka, will you call them upholders of the Constitution of India? Will you call them a secular government, a secular party? If Banu Mushtaq is invited to the inauguration of Dasara festival, will you call this secularism? Will it be acceptable for other religions if the reverse is done from the other side? That's the question we are asking tonight. Well, completely out of time on debate number 2. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me. Taking your leave, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me on the Newshour tonight. Good night, be safe, and we'll be back tomorrow with the vice presidential elections. Which way are the numbers going to go? We'll keep you posted. Coverage all day tomorrow on Times Now.